Big smile, look at the camera. Welcome to the Levels of Lifting podcast. I'm your host, Lawrence, here to remind you that there's levels to this. I'm here with Dr. Professor Alvin, International Technical Official Matthews. Did I miss anything?
National Technical Official.
No, you said national. I thought it was international.
No, not yet.
Not yet. You're working on it.
Exactly.
Oh, very interesting. Interesting.
Exactly.
Okay, so what does that mean? No, there's so many things I want to get into.
There's so many things.
There's so many things I want to get into.
Things, yeah.
You are an experienced man.
Yes, I am.
Can you give the audience just a brief synopsis about you? Tell us who you are.
Okay. Alvin Matthews. Mm-hmm. I was born and raised in Chicago, Illinois. Mm-hmm. Went to school there, elementary, high school, college for my first degree. I have 5 college degrees.
5
degrees.
Can we go? Okay, do you remember the majors?
Not really.
Okay,
but the last one, my doctorate, is in instructional technology from UNLV.
Instructional technology.
In 2002, I received that degree.
Okay.
I taught for 20 years, a school administrator for 10 years, retired in 2011 as a middle school principal here in Las Vegas. After that, I went into CrossFit. It was okay, but the gyms didn't really cater to older individuals. Oh, I am 73 years old.
73 years old?
73.
Are you guys hearing this?
73.
Wow.
73.
And he chose to go into CrossFit?
Yes.
Okay, so yes. Can you talk about that?
Okay. All right. Okay. I went to, it was called back then 24-hour fitness.
Okay.
I was there in the gym. So one of my trainers opened up a CrossFit gym. Okay. So I joined him at his new gym, started CrossFit in 2011. Did that for like maybe 8 years. Now the gyms I went to...
You have been doing CrossFit for 8 years?
Yeah.
What year did you start? Do you remember?
2011, when I retired.
Wow.
Yeah.
You have been... And you lifted with the barbell at CrossFit?
Yes.
You have been doing the barbell movements longer than me.
But not good technique, though, in CrossFit. Because they don't really teach you.
Okay.
Oops.
Oh!
The correct movement, or the good technique.
Okay.
So I did that for 8 years. Okay, I went from gym to gym to gym in CrossFit.
Okay.
They don't really cater to older athletes, I found out.
Yeah.
So I found out about Las Vegas Barbell, and Coach Billy here works really well with all age groups. So I'm sold.
Now, there's a lot of questions that I have, but you brought up Las Vegas Barbell. Let's just get right into that.
Sure, yeah.
Why do you think, and you already alluded to it, why do you think a person that's interested in Olympic weightlifting should go to Las Vegas Barbell?
It's the best place on earth. Don't you agree?
I love it.
Okay, I love it
I'm
too.
not anywhere else.
I love it too. Now, Coach Billy is really the brains behind Las Vegas Barbell.
Correct.
He speaks to everyone when they come in. Hi, how you doing? Now, in CrossFit, they didn't always speak to you when you came in.
Oh.
He's very personable. He says, hello, how's your day? How's your weekend? To every single lifter here. That small step does a lot for a person. Makes them feel welcomed. It's just great. Great atmosphere. The whole thing is just great.
Yeah. Wow, that's huge. And was that a big turnaround for you when you first joined, as far as you said that you didn't quite have the technique that you wanted probably for a snatch and clean gym, because it's an Olympic weightlifting gym.
That's true.
So do you feel like you've come a long way?
Come a long way. A lot more to do though. Because with those 2 lifts, there's so many minute details.
Absolutely.
I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it. There's a lot to learn. You can never master those 2 lifts, I don't believe.
Yeah, and then when you think you got it all, there's more weight.
That's so true.
There's more weight.
So true.
Now, when you were talking about yourself, you said you grew up in Chicago.
Yes.
I mean, I feel like you missed something. Were you not in the military?
Oh, forget about that.
There's so many things that you've done that you just forgot certain aspects of it.
Okay, you're right. Okay. I joined when I was 21 years old. It was during the Vietnam War.
What?
So I didn't want to go to Vietnam.
Okay. Understandable.
So I joined the Air Force because my draft number was kind of low. It was 70. My draft number was 70.
Okay.
which means I would have been drafted right away to go to Vietnam. So I joined the Air Force to avoid going to war.
Okay.
There for 4 years.
If you were going to the Army.
Yeah,
more than likely.
Exactly. So I joined the Air Force and served 4 years.
Okay.
My last assignment was at Nellis here in Las Vegas. So
wow, that's how you came to Las Vegas from Chicago.
Exactly.
Wow, the military.
So the rest is history.
Well, thank you for serving.
Thank you.
And you know what? Without the military, you wouldn't have been here, and we would have never met.
We never met.
Unless because you're a technical official. Maybe I would met you at a meeting.
That's true too.
I guess that's possible.
We'll give you 3 red lights too. But
3 red lights. We have to talk about that. The lift ratings. Okay, this is my proposal to you.
Yes.
Guys, this is the truth. There are quite a few people that have. I do lift ratings online. I haven't done one in a while because I'm kind of swamped. There's just a lot of people that are interested in doing a lift rating. Would you want to do this podcast again? And I'll prepare the lifts. And let's just talk about, what can this person, what is this rating for this person? I would love to knock it all out and have you be a part of it.
I can do that.
But you are a judge.
True, yes.
So if there's anyone qualified to do this, it's... And are you not certified as an Olympic weightlifting coach?
I am. I have my level 1.
That's incredible.
Level 1.
Where'd you get that from?
Here. Las Vegas. It was great.
How come you're not a coach yet?
I'm working on it.
You're working on so many things. You're going to be an international technical official?
Eventually, one day.
So if you become an international technical official, will you be able to go to Worlds and judge on the biggest competitions?
There are 2 levels of international judges. There's 2 levels.
Okay.
The top level can do the Olympics, European championships, those kind of things. So that's my goal. There's 2 different levels, though.
Okay.
Of international judges.
Of course, you have to do one before the other.
Exactly. Right? Take a test and all that stuff,
Goodness, if you can judge at the Olympics.
Wouldn't that be neat? That'd be neat.
That would be awesome.
I sure would.
That would be huge.
Well, we'll see.
And you'd be able to see world records up close.
Exactly, that's true.
That would be incredible.
That sure would.
Wow.
I sure would.
There's so many things I want to jump into because I would love to go into how a young person, what's the best route for them to, one, live their life. This might be a general, very general.
Right,
you went right into the military?
After my first college degree.
After you got a degree first?
Yes, then I joined the Air Force.
Okay, so what was the first degree in?
Business administration.
Okay, and could you not go for? Did you enlist, or did you want to go?
Why enlisted? What
was the reason for that?
Because I didn't want to be drafted.
Oh, you mean the actual draft?
Yes, back in 1972. Yes, 1972. They had the draft because of the Vietnam War. They were drafting people.
I'm so. My mind is so far away from a real actual draft process.
Right.
I didn't even put 2 and 2 together that you were talking about that. Just the average American could just get pulled into war.
Yes. That's for sure. Yes. You're still young, so you don't understand this stuff. Yeah.
Goodness.
Yeah. Years ago.
I gotta just sit and think about that.
Yeah.
So you did that, and you served for 4 years.
Yes.
And did you like it?
I did.
Do you feel like being in the... So I did officer ROTC at UNLV, and it was an interesting process. That was I never joined the military. Mm-hmm. I pulled out of that for family reasons.
Right.
But I feel like just being in that structured, disciplinary type of routine is really good for a young person.
I agree. It made a man out of me.
You believe that? Do you really believe that?
I really do. I highly recommend military service for anyone. Males, females, just anyone.
I think that is a great way to start life because it genuinely builds character.
Yes, it does. But
and thick skin.
That too.
I'm sure people were talking a lot of mess.
I've seen some guys, they couldn't take it. They had to be discharged from, they couldn't take the orders.
So you went through basic training?
Oh, gosh, yes. Oh.
Back in...
1972.
1972?
San Antonio, Texas, during a hot summer.
Wow.
Boy, was it hot. In July.
Now, what was... Even in this gym, I'm not going to lie, you're a minority.
Oh, yeah.
You're the only black dude in this
I know.
Back then, doing basic training...
Yes.
What was the color like?
I would say 50-50.
Yeah?
50-50, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, 50-50, yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
I'd have it. Yeah, 50-50, yeah.
Yeah, and that's going into a whole different topic. Because
topic.
I want to know, like, what have you gone through in your life as far as discrimination?
Oh, I have. That's not. I can bring this stuff up.
So, what can you talk about?
Well, let me first talk about the military a little bit.
Yeah, please.
Now, I received great benefits from the military. I used the GI Bill to finance two of my degrees.
Wow.
Bought a house with $1 down payment from the GI Bill. So there are some big benefits from joining the military.
So your first home that you bought was through the military?
Yes, with $1 down. $1.
And were you able to pay off that home completely? And
Okay, I bought another home. Yeah, my second.
With the same program?
No. Oh no. No, but it helped. It helped me to buy the second home.
Okay.
Only had
Where was this home at? In Vegas?
North Las Vegas, right?
North Las Vegas.
I've lived there my entire time in Las Vegas, North Las Vegas. Yeah.
Now, based off the way you live and the way you carry yourself, you don't seem like a North Las Vegas resident. You seem like a Summerlin and Henderson.
That's a fallacy people think.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
I
know what you mean.
You know what I mean.
I do.
Okay.
But there's some great neighborhoods in North Las Vegas.
What part? I mean, there's a lot of it that's being developed as well.
Yeah,
like
way up north, right?
Near the Aliante area.
Right.
That's North Las Vegas, right?
Right. I'm near North Las Vegas Airport. That area.
I see.
Cheyenne High School. Right.
Oh,
I know. I know. But I like it. I mean.
So you take the 15.
I don't drive expressways.
Oh, that's right.
I'm strictly a side street person. Side streets, all the way.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
So how long does it take you to get to here?
Okay, but school
It take like an hour to get to here.
Sometimes
you know what our national
sometimes it does.
You know what our national plan is here?
What's
National flower. It's a traffic cone. They're always under construction.
It's all over town. All over town.
You can't go on a street without seeing one of those.
You cannot do it. No.
Okay.
That's Las Vegas. It's growing. Still growing. Yeah.
Okay, so the military.
Yes.
What did you want to hit on? Because you were talking about the GI Bill. You bought a home for $1.
Yes.
You're saying. Did you have more to add on to that?
That was it. Just the great benefits from joining the military.
Yeah, I think. Usually, I mean, there's always outliers.
Yeah.
But for a young person to join the military early on in life, it generally is a good thing.
Well, I agree.
Yeah.
100%. But when I joined the military, okay, it was kind of sad. I cried so hard when I had to say goodbye to go to join the military, the Air Force.
Like leaving your family?
Home, right? Yeah.
Okay,
it was so sad.
Oh, yeah. Do you come from a good family structure, or like what's the deal with that? I know you said you came from Chicago. I don't know if it was rough. You said earlier that you came from the ghetto. I don't.
Okay.
And this was before the podcast.
Okay.
Because I kind of snuck up on him to say hello. I said, "Hi, Alvin," and he said, "Hey, I'm from the."
Okay. I'm from Chicago.
You're from Chicago.
Now, some people say that the ghetto. I was raised in the slums.
Okay.
The slum. It was the low class. Well,
draw the picture.
Lower income. Lower income. Gang infested. But I survived. It was the slums of Chicago. Yeah. But I mean,
you went through the public education there, and.
But when I went to elementary school, my neighborhood elementary school.
Okay.
So then they had this program where you could apply for a high school out of your neighborhood. So I went to a high school that was mostly white.
Okay.
To get a better education. Sad but true.
Yeah.
Back in those days. So I did that. Lynn Bloom Technical High School in Chicago.
Say that again?
Lynn Bloom Technical High School.
So basically you could choose, or was that an opportunity that was provided to lower economic families? Or
well,
so
you had to apply and take a test
to
get in there. So,
wait, did you come from a lower economic family?
Yeah, okay. Right, yes.
I just wanted, okay.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
So you took the test and you were able to choose the high school that would benefit you the most.
Exactly. And that's where I had my first taste of discrimination. So you brought that up too.
If you feel comfortable speaking about it, let's get into it.
Yeah. Okay, I took the bus, and we call the L trains, or the L in Chicago to get to the high school. Mm-hmm. So one day, well, it's two incidents. One day I was walking through the neighborhood to go because the bus stop was 2 blocks away from the high school itself.
Okay.
I've been called Nick, all kind of vile names. Mm-hmm. That was one incident. And the second I can remember is I was taking the L train from the school to the home. So the L trains on L tracks, elevated tracks.
Is this what? Can you give me an age range? Where are you at? What are you about?
Freshman in high school, maybe.
Freshman in high school. Okay.
Yeah. So a train was coming through, and there was 2 white adults.
Okay.
Pulled down the window and spat in my face. Yes, I've never forgotten that. Way back when. So, never forgotten it. Yeah, back in those days.
That's disgusting.
Disgusting. Back in the late 60s.
Now, in that social time, in that climate, what is your... Because what you would do now is probably different what you did back then. So, because, hey, if that happens... throwing hands,
but
getting the boys, we throwing hands.
But they were in a train. You couldn't do anything. Couldn't do anything. Right. Couldn't do anything. Just stuck with. Just had to take it.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, but that was kind of a common thing back in those days.
Yeah.
So that was.
And other people saw this.
Yeah, but then what can you do though? That's the only thing. The train kept moving. So nothing you can do. So that showed me a lot.
Do you believe, and I've talked about this with other guests on the podcast, that experiences like that, though unfortunate, are things that mold you as a person, and their adversity, and being able to feel and overcome that will better you as a person. Do you agree with that?
100%. I really do. I do. Made me realize that there's some people out there that don't like other races. Well, that's obvious, I guess.
Yeah.
But it was more obvious after that happened.
Literally in your face.
Exactly. A good point. Exactly. So that was quite an experience.
do you... Wow, that's your freshman year. And that's when people were kids. I mean, you're really a kid at that time. Right. That's when you don't really know what's going on and you're trying to figure yourself out. Exactly. And you don't really... that experience is really unfortunate.
Exactly.
Do you... moving forward, did anything else happen? Or...
Yeah, one more thing to bring up.
Okay.
Back in those days, Dr. King was assassinated. I was in high school then. The tension in the neighborhood was tremendous.
Wow.
My brother went to high school with me, the same high school. We were so nervous trying to get home because it was in the white area, and the tension was just horrible.
So when MLK was assassinated, what grade were you in high school?
Oh gosh.
You were in high school.
I was in high school. I can't remember that.
And when that event happened, everyone knew.
Everybody knew. Yeah.
Everyone knew.
Yeah.
And you are because you went to high school with a white, predominantly white school.
Exactly.
And you just felt. Can you describe that for us? Because you're trying to get home.
I was nervous. It's hard to explain. Just Just the tension and the.
And you said your brother?
Yeah, he went to same high school I went to.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a little bit better.
Yeah, it was. We were together, so
okay.
That's true. So
wow.
Yeah.
So you got home.
Got home safely. Yeah.
So that's good.
Got home.
Wow. Do you have any other experiences like that? Do you feel comfortable sharing?
Those are my 3 major ones. Being called those names, the L Station, and Dr. King's assassination.
Yeah, I mean, that's an incredible one because that's racial uproar.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, for sure, yeah. Right? Yeah.
I mean, for me, the closest thing that I can experience to that was the Black Lives Matter especially whenever George Floyd was killed by that cop. Yes, and I was working in law enforcement at that time, so I felt I was on the other side, and then I still had to do these. I had to be in the public.
That's true.
There was one march when I think it was like a Black Lives Matter march, and I was in my vehicle, and they were coming towards this way, and me and my partner just. Let me just get out of here. So we didn't know. I mean, but I don't know if that really compares.
Right, that's kind of true too.
Yeah, that's incredible.
That's incredible.
So we have talked about your military, discrimination.
Yeah.
Let's talk about more things that you believe have shaped you as a good individual. Because that's what I'm really trying to get at. Like, what advice can you give us? Because I talked about the military and adversity that you've gone through.
Right.
How about, did you experience any negativity or discrimination while going through the education system as an adult? Because you said you have 5 bachelor's degrees?
No.
5 degrees?
5 degrees total. 1 bachelor's.
1 bachelor's.
2 masters.
Wow.
And 1 doctorate.
Well, that's 4.
1, 2, 3. Sure. Okay.
Are you adding? You're adding 1. You're inflating yourself.
Get everything back. 2 bachelors.
Oh, 2 bachelors.
2 masters. And 1 doctorate.
All right. I never know with this guy.
Okay. That's just 5 total.
All right.
But I did have a lot of cases in educational, because I was a teacher, dean of students, and then a principal. So many things I could tell you about those. It would take 2 episodes to discuss.
Well, we got time.
But not today. Maybe not all today though. Yeah. But there are some cases as an administrator or as a teacher also. Okay, how can I explain this? Okay.
What are we about to get into? Are we just talking about
racial stuff?
Racial stuff.
Racial.
As you in your life, as you are an administrator.
Exactly, or teacher.
Okay, okay.
But you want to save it for another podcast?
No, we can get into it real quick. How long? Because you've been an educator for a long time.
33 years. I told.
33 years.
33
wow.
years. Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Times have changed.
Times they sure have.
I mean, kids. There was a whole period where kids weren't even going to school because of that pandemic.
Right. That's true.
So
that's true.
I'm sure how it is now is different, and even as you were going through the decades, I'm sure things have
changed.
Gone and
yes, they have.
What? Talk to me about something.
Okay. Well, first, things have changed, of course. Okay, I'm going to be honest with you.
Okay.
Kids have lost respect for adults.
Okay.
When I was teaching an administrator, if a child did something, they didn't care. If they got into trouble, they didn't care, and their parents didn't care.
We're talking about recent right now.
Right now.
Okay.
Right now. There's a lack of respect on the part of the students and their parents.
Both.
Okay. The parents will defend anything their child does, even if it's wrong. They'll stick up for the student. They can do nothing wrong. And to me, that doesn't teach the child anything. They don't learn. You can't learn from that.
Well, you were an educator here in Nevada.
Yes.
Nevada doesn't necessarily have the best.
That's true.
You know, if we're looking at the ranking,
that's true.
And how the public education system is nationwide. Do you know where we're ranked? If you can give me
at the bottom,
somewhere at the bottom. I swear we've even been last.
Right down there. Yeah,
so I mean, that might even speak to just the population that we have here.
That's true too.
Because I went to middle school and high school out here, and I think I was all right. So I don't.
Yeah.
In Texas, where I was born, I went to middle school out there, and I mean, it was probably a different time, but I mean, some teachers were laying down the law.
Oh, yeah, for sure, yeah.
They would call the parent and say, "Hey, little Johnny's acting up. I'm gonna go ahead and tune him up in the hallway real quick."
Those days,
and then they would have the permission.
Right.
I don't know what the deal is now. It's probably not the same. You probably cannot touch a child.
Cannot touch him.
Yeah.
Not touch him.
So you're just talking about how you had some racial discrimination. So is that regarding the parent?
Parents.
Wow.
Because I was a black man in an authoritative position, and they didn't respect me or my position.
Correct.
They thought I was the worst administrator, the worst person for disciplining their child who did wrong.
Right.
See, there's a thing. What I always did, I went by the book for the most part. Well, went by the book. If a child did something wrong, I check what the rules are. Ma'am, your child did this, or so your child did this. This is the consequence, and this is what's going to happen. They didn't appreciate that.
And you showed them the process of hey,
right.
If Johnny misses 1 day of school, this is what happens. If it's 5 days, this is it's listed out in front of them, so they know.
They know, and of course, I was doing. We had investigations. We didn't make this stuff up. Witness statements, eyewitness reports. I didn't make anything up. Your child did this. This is the consequence. You can appeal that, but that's just...
All right, so I've been in a fight in school.
Okay.
I have.
Right, yeah.
So is it true that if one person starts a fight against another person, it doesn't even... If the other person defends themselves, it doesn't matter. They're both RPC.
Well, they're both participants.
Okay.
In it.
So what if one person just took the beating? Then he's not going to get disciplined? What is your recommendation? If my child, which I don't have any children,
right,
and I don't want him to get disciplined from the education system, from the school,
right,
and another child tries to fight my child,
right,
what do I tell him?
Okay. Okay. Here's my philosophy. Okay, with that. Okay. If there's an issue with two students, there's an issue there somewhere. There's something going on there between those two students.
Okay.
Now, to me, I need to talk to both set of parents.
Okay.
To see what's going on. So they both will be RPC, required parent conference.
Okay.
And then from there, I'll determine what's going to happen with those two after that. But there's something going on with those two. I get to the bottom of it.
How much weight should a parent put on their child as far as getting RPC? Is that the worst thing ever?
Oh, no.
Because to my parents, when I got RPC, it was the worst thing. Trust me, I was going to feel it when I get home.
No, that's the least, I guess, restrictive. When you get suspended, that's when you got to start worrying. But RPC is just a parent conference. No big deal. But
and that's a big deal to some people. That's a big deal.
I guess so. But suspension and expulsion, those are the two words.
Obviously, yeah, of course. Yeah. But 3 RPCs is a suspension. Back when I was going to school.
Well, that's, then you should know better.
Yeah, it's one is one too many.
One too many. Yeah, right. Yeah.
Okay. So you talked about that. So that's really molded you as a person.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Yeah.
But you didn't go into fitness. We'll try to get back into the track of fitness.
Right. Yeah.
Well, you didn't go into fitness while you were an educator.
Didn't have time.
What about strong body, strong mind? Do you believe in that?
I do. But as an administrator, okay, as I mentioned before, I was very strict with the school discipline. Because of that, we had a lot of expulsions. And expulsions is a lot of paperwork.
Okay.
I worked late at night, weekends, to get all those packets done. So didn't have time to really work out.
You were just busy with work.
Plus, I was going for my doctorate. Had 5 degrees now. I was in school a lot too.
And you were still going to school.
Still going to school. That was rough. I had no social life. No, you can just. I love school. So yeah, study, work.
Have you always had good grades?
For the most part, yeah, I have.
That's good.
I have. Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Coming from an Asian
that's
background,
true.
it's just
that's true.
Yeah, my parents didn't really tolerate.
I can imagine. That's true. That's true. Though.
Anything lower than a B.
That's true. That's true. That is so true. So true.
Okay, so you chose after your career in education, administration, being a principal, teacher.
Yes.
You chose to do fitness. What drew you to? Was CrossFit? You were saying, was that the first taste of doing fitness aside from the military?
Heavy stuff. Yeah, heavy workouts. Right. CrossFit was the heavy. Yeah.
Yeah. And what attracted you to it?
Well, my trainer at...
That's where you said that.
Opened a gym. I thought just try it out, which I did.
So you were... Oh, no, we got to go back. Because you did say 24-hour fitness.
Right.
And then you had a trainer.
Right.
They opened a CrossFit gym.
Right, exactly.
You must have had a good relationship with the trainer then.
I did.
That's what it was.
I did. I did.
The relationship with the coaches is very important to you.
It really is.
I see.
For sure, yeah, for sure. So that's when I started.
But you were there for 8 years.
8 years, yeah.
Wow, so you must have really fell in love with it.
I wouldn't say in love. I scaled everything, all the workouts basically.
Yeah.
I could do all.
Okay, let's get into it. Why did they not cater to you specifically?
That's a good question. I don't know.
You don't know?
I have no idea.
How many CrossFit gyms have you been in Vegas?
Okay, see.
Or at least tried out.
Right. 3?
Okay.
About 3. Yeah, about 3. Yeah.
I really thought everything was. I'm not experienced in the topic of CrossFit.
Right. Yeah.
But I understand that there are people that can't do certain movements.
Right.
Like, for example, most people can't do muscle ups.
Exactly.
So they scale it. They'll do like a banded pull up or something like that.
That's true.
It's hard for me to even imagine that there's exercises that can be scaled for you. Because just seeing you and how you can put a barbell over your head.
That's true.
This guy is an international world champion. Is that true or not?
Bronze medal. Bronze medal. Bronze medalist.
I'm overinflating you.
Yeah. Well, let me discuss for a second. Okay. Well, when I first joined Las Vegas Barbell, I joined, of course, did all the workouts, and Coach Billy said, "Alvin, you need to compete." Had my first competition 3 months after I joined Las Vegas Barbell. That's quick.
Yeah.
That's quick. It was in San Diego. I took second place at my first meet.
And
6 for 6 too. 6 for 6.
You know, everyone goes on this podcast and rubs in this 6 for 6 achievement, and I've never gotten that.
You will. Maybe.
Maybe you're just not trying hard enough.
Maybe that's it. I could be.
No, okay, so what do you remember what level of competition that was?
It was international.
That was an international one?
Yes.
In San Diego?
San Diego, 2019.
And that was your first meet?
First meet.
And international meet?
Level, yes.
And what was the result?
Well, I took second. In that,
so that was a silver?
Class. Silver, right.
Wow.
And, of course, 6 for 6 again. Yeah, 6 for 6.
Okay, because this guy is going to dilute the message. If you guys choose to join and you're the average person coming into a weightlifting gym, do not have the expectation that you're going to be an international medalist after 3 months of training the movements.
Yeah.
Is that fair to say?
That's very fair to say.
Not everyone's built
very
like
fair to say, yes.
Dr. Alvin Matthews.
Yeah, it was great. It was great. It was great. Just the best. It was the best.
So after that, you stuck with CrossFit for a while.
I did.
And did 8 years. I would imagine after that, you were probably really happy about winning that silver medal.
For sure, yes, for sure.
After your first meet.
Yes.
And now you've been here for how many years?
It'll be 5 years in June.
I would imagine you're going to be here. Your years is going to be more here than in CrossFit.
It will be. Yeah, that's my plan. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I mean,
it seems like you're almost at every national meet.
I am just about, yeah. I am. Yeah. Speaking of national meets, we just came back, the Masters group here from...
Let's talk about that.
Let's talk about that, yeah. In Reno.
Okay. Any juicy news?
Okay, now I mentioned I went 6 for 6 in my first international meet.
Uh-huh.
I went 6 for 6 at this Masters meet. And took second place, again, in my weight class and division. Sorry.
Can I just say something? He's my teammate and I love him. All right? I am happy for his achievements, but right before this podcast, he kicked my ass at ping pong.
I did, I sure did.
And he's not quiet about all this stuff.
No.
So, woohoo, great for you, Alvin. You're such a winner. Okay. Let me ask. It might be easier, guys, if I work and ask the question backwards, because sometimes that works. Dr. Alvin Matthews,
yes.
Have you ever missed a lift?
Oh yeah, I have.
Are you sure?
I have.
Okay, yeah, just making sure.
I have. But so you brought that up. Okay, when I'm on the stage, I'm like a different person.
Okay, who are you when you're on the stage?
Okay, first of all, let's go back to my educational background first.
Okay.
When you're a teacher or administrator, you're in front of students. And you're like, kind of like actors, because you're acting in front of them. On the stage with a weightlifting meet, I'm an actor. I love the spotlight. And I perform greatly. I have to admit, I'm made for the platform. That's all I can say.
I've heard him say this before. I don't disagree with you. It's just so funny to hear.
Just love it.
Listen, you're making the progress. You're performing. You're showing out.
Yes.
You opened it up for all the other. Were you the first one?
I was the first one that Thursday.
And you medaled?
Medal and went 6 for 6. And then I set the tone for my teammates.
Hold on. Are you saying that you think, based off your outstanding performance,
right,
that was able to carry on with the rest of the team?
Oh, sure.
Wow.
Oh, sure.
Wow.
Oh, sure. To get them motivated to do.
Yeah, you got the party going.
Exactly, I got the party going, and we performed greatly. It was great.
Okay, you said we performed greatly, yes. Which we did. Can you talk about what happened?
Okay, I think we get like 36 medals total.
Wow.
7 master champions. I mean, they took first place in their division. 7 of those. Coach Billy set up an American record.
Yeah.
And Miguel set one too. Race weight class.
Correct.
American records. That's quite an accomplishment.
On top of that, we also got the best number 1 team award.
Yes.
At the event.
Yes.
Which was huge.
It's huge.
I mean, that was a big turnout. I mean, I can't believe you guys must have been so obnoxious walking through that hallway, clanking your medals.
We clanked, yeah.
Oh, you were clanking? All right. Anyway, no, that's great. I'm so happy that you guys did really great. Okay, let's talk about this. We got to talk about this.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Because not only were you an athlete there, you were also a technical official.
Yes.
Meaning that he was hitting the buzzer,
right? Or
not hitting, or you're always hitting, regardless if it's white or red. You're touching something, right? And regardless, he was judging, right?
Yes.
Now, from what I hear, there was an athlete that was part of the gym that you were judging our athletes, correct?
In fact, let me tell you a story about that.
Let me finish.
Okay.
You were judging one of our athletes. A couple.
A couple.
All right. So the word from the grapevine is that there was an athlete that hit you with one of these while they were on the stage. Do you recall that?
I don't. I was so focused on.
You were so focused?
I was so focused. Who was it?
I saw it from a live stream. It looked like it was Vanessa.
It was. I remember, it was. Now you mentioned it.
What happened there? Can you talk about it?
I don't really remember, to tell you the truth.
Oh, okay.
So I was trying not to make eye contact.
Okay, let's just say this. Let's put it like this: if I was competing nationally, or if I meant nationals, and you're watching as a judge,
right,
on my platform,
right.
What if I said, "Thanks, Alvin"?
You can't do that.
Why?
No.
Why not?
That's not just don't.
Would I get a talking to?
Probably.
What would you say?
I would say I don't know. I would say something though.
Oh, okay.
No, don't.
Do you feel like that puts you in a bad position?
Maybe a little bit.
Yeah.
So I'm strictly professional.
You're a judge.
A judge.
You're supposed to be impartial.
A referee. Yeah, exactly. Now, a referee does more than just hit the red and white button. We do weigh-ins. We do chief marshal stuff.
What's chief marshal stuff, so that the audience can know about it?
Right, like in the back when you warm up area, the athletes are warming up for their lifts, and the chief marshal takes any coach changes to their numbers for their athlete.
So the table where there's attempt selections,
right,
and then the athlete can, or the coach can make adjustments.
Right, the coach will go to the chief marshal, and then the assistant chief marshal plugs the numbers to the computer. So there's two individuals, and
you could do all those jobs.
Right, but you have to be a national judge. Go take a test to be a national
technical official.
Right.
Okay,
a lot of fun.
What else do technical officials do? You said weigh-ins, marshals,
chief marshal, assistant chief marshal,
judges,
timekeeper, speaker. Those two.
Have you ever been speaker?
I want to be a speaker at nationals in June in Pittsburgh. I'm gonna see if I can at least try it.
Yeah, guys, if you ever see Dr. Alvin Matthews, how do you want them to address you if they see you?
Dr. Matthews.
Okay, if you ever see Dr. Matthews at the events, because he's gonna be there, definitely say hi. Do you want people to say hi?
Sure, yeah. Sure. I'm a friendly person. Yeah, I'm friendly.
Yeah. So we talked about your being a technical official and athlete here.
What else?
What's on your mind? We talked about masters.
Yes, we did.
Yeah. Were you there the whole time as well?
I was.
Yeah.
I was. Okay.
I guess we're gonna get into topics of. Should we get into juicy topics? We don't know how juicy we can get.
So let's save that for the next one.
Okay, let's talk about your lifts then. What's the biggest thing that you have overcome or learned through being here? Was it the overhead for the position? Is it the start? Or is it the what have you improved the most on? Is it your squats? Is it what can you talk about here that you benefited the most?
I have a very good, very high number with my back squat. I'm pretty proud of that. Yeah, my back squat is great.
You can hold your own with a lot of the guys in the gym.
That's true. I can.
Being 73 years old.
I can.
Can you talk about your numbers? What are you squatting right now?
146 is my top number. 146.
A lot of the guys in the commercial gyms can't do that.
I know. That's just my thing. Just my thing.
You deadlift pretty heavy too.
That's true too. Snatch deadlifts. Basically. Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I do.
Can you talk about your powerlifting story?
Okay.
I love your powerlifting story.
Okay. That was many years ago. Okay. So I did powerlifting, and the person in the back asked you, what numbers do you want to start with? Okay, I had no experience with kilograms or anything back then.
Okay, this is your first powerlifting.
Yeah, I'm always thinking pounds. Okay. I said 95. So I assumed he knew I meant pounds.
And we're talking about the bench?
The bench.
Okay, so the guy asked you, "Hey, what do you want to lift?"
Right. We'll start with. Right. I said 95.
You think, "Oh, I'm not sure. I don't know anything about kg or pounds or what you guys use." You just say 95 because you know you can lift 95 pounds.
Right. Exactly. Okay. So I got on the bench. So I had two guys standing right next to you. So I figured 95 pounds. So I was, it was like this. So So they lifted it up. Flopped right on my chest.
Right on top. You didn't even give it a fight?
It shocked me.
Did you get hurt?
No, I didn't. No, it came straight down. Man. So they lifted it off my chest, but they put it back on with the correct weight. Well, 95. Then it was no problem.
They adjusted the weight for you? I've never even heard of people doing that.
What do you mean adjust the weight? No, they put it back up.
Oh, right. I thought you were saying that they put it to 95 pounds.
Oh, no.
Oh, I'm about to say,
No. Then when I realized what it was a piece of cake. I expected 95 pounds, but no. Anyway, I didn't understand kilograms.
Wait, did they let you go down to a weight that you can do?
No, I stayed with 95 kilograms.
Oh, so you just went the...
Yeah. It wasn't a problem.
Okay.
So now I know about kilograms now.
So when we do a powerlifting meet together...
Yeah, which I want to do though.
I do too.
I do. So now I know what to say.
Yeah. That's funny.
That was funny. It was kind of funny, yeah. It was kind of funny.
I want to talk about something.
Yeah.
There's again, a word from the grapevine that I'm not your number 2 anymore. I dropped on the list of Alvin's favorite people.
Okay. You're up there though.
So I dropped, huh?
I think it's a tie.
It's a tie. Can we talk about Alvin's list? Okay, you don't even have to say a name. Where am I on the...
Oh, God.
This is like your MySpace top 8.
Right, yeah.
What number am I in your top 8?
1.5.
1.5?
1.5. You're almost... Yeah, 1.5. That's pretty good, though, considering. 1.5. 1.5. You'll get there.
If I beat you at ping pong, you think I can move up a half?
But you're not going to beat me. That's not going to happen anytime soon. No time soon. Sorry.
Jeez.
Okay. Next.
I want to know what you want to talk about.
Let's talk about weightlifting. But what my problem is, okay, I've been stuck on 92 kilograms for my snatch forever. For 2 years now.
92 kilograms?
92 for the snatch.
You don't snatch 92 kilograms. I snatch 92 kilograms.
I mean 52.
You got 95 stuck in there.
I do. 52. Been stuck there for 2 years now. I can't get past 52. I've gotten to 51 in the competition, but I can't get... So I'm reading books and books and books to get motivated, get your mind right to do it.
You know what I noticed about you? Did you have more to add before?
No.
the weight gets to you sometimes.
It does. It does.
Mentally.
It sure. It does. It does. It does.
That I see, like,
it sure does.
when you go for your heavy Fridays,
It sure does.
you're not sure if you want to add that extra kilo. But we all know, everyone in the gym knows, if you commit, I mean, you're likely to make it.
That's true.
You don't miss too many weights
That's true.
in training.
That's true. That's true. But the thing is, if I'm on the stage and Billy puts 52, I'm going to do it.
Do you believe, and let's get into this, whatever Coach Billy puts on the barbell at the meet,
Right.
if he puts it on there, on the platform, do you believe you'll make it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, me too. I have full confidence.
Because he knows what we can do.
He wouldn't put a weight up
that's
there.
True, exactly. He wouldn't do it.
But some people, even though that, if they see the number, they still get a little bit psyched out.
That's true. That's true.
But you don't.
I don't.
You trust that whatever is up there.
And again, I'm a performer on the stage.
I know. Yes, you're a performer.
I think on the next meet, I'm going to hit 52 at least. I know I will.
Have you tried it yet on the platform?
No, just 50.
On the competition platform?
I made 51. Last year at Masters. Yeah, Masters 51.
But have you tried it?
No, I have not.
Have not tried it. You might have tried it in training.
Right.
But you just haven't made it yet.
Exactly. So it's
I like the idea of doing your best lifts on the competition platform.
I do too.
You read my story that one day. You said, if you know, you know.
That's true. That's so true.
I really believe that if you do your training process correctly, especially in the process for different people, it's just going to be different. Right. We have our own thing here. At Las Vegas Barbell, the programming is really designed for you to hit your best lifts in competition.
That's true.
So, I mean, you might not touch it in training.
Right.
You might.
Right.
But if it's on the barbell at the meet, I believe that you'll make it.
Right. Plus, with the programming here, Bill he's a genius, I think. He does the program so that when you peak at the competition.
Yeah, I mean, that's how it should be.
That's how it should be. So true.
You should hit your best lifts at the comp.
Yes. So true.
But I mean, there are other factors that go into it as far as like people are cutting weight. And
that's true too.
Some people are really tired from travel.
That's true. That's true.
There's other factors that make it hard for that to happen.
I agree.
But for the average person, you definitely should hit your best lifts at competition.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
So other than the mental, what do you think could you do better? That you could do better
Well, of course, technique, of course.
Yeah.
Because I watched the video from this Masters last meeting with the snatch. The bar's going out instead of straight up.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm trying to get a better technique with the bar pad.
So you know what to work on.
Right,
it's just hard to make it happen in real time.
Exactly.
You know, that's the thing that happens whenever, because anything that you want to do with just the regular barbell, you could do, right? Any of us can do. Yeah. But there's a thing that happens once you because Olympic weightlifting is very technical.
Yes, it is.
And once you add just a little bit more weight, the brain starts to
to
shut off a little bit and say,
true.
oh man, I'm starting to forget what I need to do because this weight is so heavy.
Exactly.
That's a real thing that happens to people.
Right.
Like, for example, in complexes, sometimes we do long complexes. Once we grab that bar and we can feel the weight, all of a sudden we can't remember what the complex is.
Exactly.
So I don't know if you ever had that issue.
I have.
I've seen you put right on the floor, write a piece of paper, so that it helps you remember.
Exactly. Also with that, let's say you have doing a snatch, whatever.
Okay.
And you add like a 1 kilogram.
Okay.
And you get psyched out. Just one tiny.
It's always the
kilogram.
baby plates.
Right.
It's always the baby plates that make the biggest change.
Right. I don't understand it.
Yeah.
I don't get it, but it's just the way it is. It's your mind, yeah.
Because it can't be.
It can't be.
Unless you're really, and it's your true max attempt, I mean, it shouldn't be too different than...
Shouldn't be, right.
Than your prior
exactly. But that's just how it works.
So you think it's 1 mental, 2 technique.
Oh, gosh, yeah, for me, yeah.
Do you think strength is even a factor that... You probably have all the strength that you need to be able to do that number. I mean, you're back squatting 146.
I mean, it's important, strength is. But with me, it's my mind. I read somewhere that they said lift at 95% mental and 5% physical. I kind of believe that a little bit.
Can you break that down for me?
If your mind says, don't do it, you're not going to do it. But if your mind says, you got it, you can do it, that's 95% of that lift. And 5% is the actual physical part of it.
Oh,
I believe that. You might not buy. I believe that.
No, I agree with
that.
you.
I believe that.
The first part of doing the lift is to believe that you can do it.
For sure. That's
You're
true.
not going to achieve something you don't believe
that's
in.
True. That's true.
So
that is so true.
Do you have any more gems like that?
I do.
I love
You've
those
heard this
things.
before. Now, when I'm lifting, okay, in front of my teammates here, I know everybody's looking at me and everything, you know.
Yeah.
And I don't really always make the lifts, as you already know. There's no saying, if you can't make a mistake, you can't make anything. I'm afraid to make a mistake in front of my teammates. I know they look up to me and everything, see, so I don't want to fail in front of them. But you got to fail to go further. That makes sense to you?
You definitely have to fall forward.
Yes.
As far as like progress.
Yes.
But there are, let's talk about the extremes of that. There's people that don't miss at all.
That's true.
And there's people that miss a lot.
That's true too.
So it is possible to not miss at all and make a lot of progress.
That's true too.
But you still have to be able to push yourself. Now, if that fear of missing, would you say that that's what it is? Missing in front of your peers?
Yes.
Yes.
I
mean, that could hold you back if you're not going to try for the heavy attempts.
I know I can. I'm trying to work on that. My mind. I'm trying my best.
As long as you recognize it.
Oh, I do. For sure. I do for sure.
So what can I do as a teammate? Can I just say, come on, Alvin? Can I cheer you?
I already get that.
You already get that?
But when I go to that bar, my mind just takes over and...
I have seen you do that.
That's all she wrote. So I'm working on that.
It's that 5%.
It's at 5%. But speaking of that, real quick, can I change the subject?
Yeah, go ahead.
Now, like I mentioned, I may not do my best in the gym, but I perform on that stage. Some people perform great in the gym and lack that piece on the stage. How do you assess that part? They perform great here, but for comp time, they not bomb out, but don't do their best. How do you assess that? That part.
The thing is, there are so many factors. Like if we're talking about like a national level lifter,
right?
If you're not if you're the average person, which really this program is catered to,
sure,
like the general programming is catered to that person, right? I'm not talking about a national person that's trying to qualify for any maybe international competition. Because the higher level athlete there is, the more likely it is that there's gonna have pressures and expectations to do whatever number it is. So that's one. There's that mental part.
Yeah.
But you're really trying. So then if you go for these numbers, then these might not be numbers that you can make.
That's true too.
Now the people that you're thinking of, you don't have to say names. Are these the elite people?
Maybe.
Okay, if not, then I mean, you should really make all your lifts. If you're being trained under Coach Billy,
right.
You should.
Right.
I mean, even for me, I see the things that I need to work on in competition because I've never had a 6x6. No, I've never had one. And really, I attribute that to wanting it so much and being so explosive that the bar just gets away from me, and I'm so tense.
Right.
I'm working on being able to be more relaxed and fluid in the motion.
Right.
Trusting my technique, and John is really good at that. He's good at staying calm, and I mean he sure is. His last meet he hit a 6 for 6 and all his best numbers.
That's true too.
That speaks a lot on how a person should perform.
I agree. I agree.
But if you're looking, I know you're looking for an answer.
Well,
I think some people just don't show up. When it's like you say you're a performer in the spotlight.
True. Right.
Some people don't got it. I think that's in life.
That's life.
Some people just
that's true.
Cower away in
that's true.
Times of difficulty.
That's true. I agree. I agree.
And you know what? We're getting really talking about how weightlifting affects a person's character, and I talked about that with John and Jen.
Yeah.
How do you think Olympic weightlifting has molded you as a person? As far as any character traits that you feel like you got through weightlifting?
Okay. Through weightlifting, I believe with this whole sport, I can do things I've never done before.
Okay.
I can go out and do things.
You're getting confidence.
Yeah, confidence. That's a good word. Confidence.
Wow.
Confidence.
That's huge.
Confidence. Yeah, that's confidence.
You know.
Yeah.
When I'm talking about this with other people, I always talk about how it's, and I said this in the last podcast, that the person that can lift the most weight can handle the most pressure. So.
I agree with that. I think. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
And in life, I mean.
Yeah.
You're not going to be given more than you can handle.
That's
really.
so true. I believe that too. I believe that too.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, I believe that. Yeah.
I apologize.
Yeah.
Being able to handle that pressure is huge.
Yeah, I agree.
So that's just that adversity and being able to show up every day. And I think that's huge.
Yeah, I do too. It's a great sport. Just love it.
Yeah.
As you do too.
Dude, I love it so much.
Just love it.
I mean, you made it seems like you made your whole life be a part of it. I mean, you're going to competitions.
Yeah.
Do you think about it a lot?
A lot.
Okay. Have you ever dreamed about it?
Yeah. Well, in fact, I visualize a lot.
You do a lot of visualization.
I do.
You know, I need to do more of that.
I do.
Because Jen said she did a lot of visualization leading up to this.
Yes.
And I think that's something that almost everyone should do.
In fact, I'm going to get you a book, Lawrence, that helped me a whole lot.
Okay.
I'm going to surprise you with it. Yeah. It's a great book.
It's going to be a surprise?
It's going to be a surprise.
Okay, guys. Whenever he surprised, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I'll let you guys know so that everyone else can have the benefit of your... What would you categorize it as? Mental game. Get mental. It's all in your mind. 95%. I believe that. It's like mentality in sports.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a huge part of sports.
You know, I really believe it's the biggest part.
I agree.
Because you can have all the talent in the world and then not show up.
I agree.
Oh, I think I know who you're talking about.
You might. You might. Anyway, but yeah. I'm gonna get you a copy of it.
I don't want to steal too much of your time. Do you have more time? Or you
have more questions or more?
I could go all night, Alvin. I can go all night.
Maybe not all night, but.
What do you do? Is there anything that you want to hit on?
Oh yeah. Okay. Now at my master's meet last year, the clean and jerk part.
Okay.
Yeah, clean and jerk. But I attempted 63 for the jerk parts, clean and jerk. Didn't make it, but I made it last week. That was a big step for me.
Yeah, that's
to make that 63 when I missed it last year at the competition.
Was I there when you missed it? Was that the one that you dabbed on?
Boy, I've been so many.
Right.
I can't remember. But yeah. But the thing is, from the last year's meet, my technique got a lot better with the clean and jerk.
Yeah.
Which made I was able to, no effort, to get that bar.
You know what I've seen you working on is your rack position.
That's what did it.
Yeah.
That's what did it.
That's huge.
That's what did it. So yeah.
What advice can you give to the audience as far as like how what did you change?
Well, I call it the shelf. Coach Jen taught me. She kept saying, Alvin, get that big shelf.
Okay.
Chest up. And then keep it on your shelf as long as you can before you release it. It helped a lot.
It's been a game changer.
That's a game changer.
Wow.
Technique. That's gotta have good technique.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, that's I did accomplish that.
You got silvers across the board for that.
Yes,
this last
all
week?
silvers.
Who is the guy that beat you? Do you know? Did you
I
know
do.
him?
He's my
you guys
biggest
have been
competition.
going...
Yeah, for sure. But next year, next year.
Here's
next year, I move up a weight class. Not weight class. Age bracket. There are very few guys in the 75 to 79 division.
In the world.
On top, yeah. So I might have a chance to get first place maybe next year.
Is there anyone?
Well, I've checked the numbers already, of course.
Okay.
There's one guy.
Okay.
There's always one.
Okay. How's it looking?
We're close, but not.
So it'll be a battle.
It's gonna be a battle.
Okay. Well, that's exciting.
Very exciting.
It's really exciting.
It sure is. Wow. It sure is. Now, in your division, those are heavy hitters, right? In your weight class. Yeah. Heavy hitters.
I mean, obviously Hampton Morris, and we just saw him do a world record.
That's true.
And then Gabe Chum, and I think Gabe Chum can snatch more than Hampton Morris.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
I think people are sleeping on him.
Yeah, it could be. That could be.
Yeah, my goals right now are just I'm gonna keep it under wraps, so that when it happens, it happens. I have very high goals.
You do.
We can talk about it after.
Okay.
So, you basically alluded to staying into the game.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Because there are rewards at the end as long as you could stay in there long enough.
Yes.
I really believe that. I think it's who lasts the longest. Because you will have your time once you look at Coach Billy.
I know.
Whose record did he take? Nobody talks about this.
I know the guy's. Okay, he talks about it a lot. Oh.
Chad Vaughn.
Yeah, Chad Vaughn.
He's an Olympian.
He's an Olympian.
In the time of the time that he was an Olympian and he was hitting big numbers, that was a really difficult time to get into an Olympic spot.
Right.
He beat out a lot of people. That guy is very notable in our sport.
True.
And Billy was able to snatch one of his records.
Exactly.
Literally.
I know, literally. But now, remember, Orlando, you were there for the international?
Yeah.
Did you meet him there? He was there.
Chad Vaughn?
Yeah.
I didn't get to talk to him.
Okay.
Did you meet him?
Yeah, because Billy...
Nice guy?
Passing the hall. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, that was quite an accomplishment, Billy.
Shout out Chad Vaughn.
You're right. So, yeah, it's just a great sport, yeah.
Yeah. Whoever stays in here the longest.
Yeah, I agree.
You're probably going to get a reward out of it. It's
agree.
not really a... It is a goal-oriented sport if you have like certain goals, but you really have to be more process-oriented.
Right.
You have to be excited about the little wins.
Yes, you sure do.
Because, I mean...
You sure do.
It's a hard sport that you have to show up for every day, and it's just...
Yes.
So many technical details. You said it yourself.
Yes.
There was the snatch and the clean and jerk.
Yes.
That's it?
That's it.
No, there's a million other things that you can work on.
Okay, let's go back to CrossFit.
Yeah, go ahead.
They do snatches and clean and jerks in CrossFit.
I can't wait for this one. Yeah.
Nothing against CrossFit.
Nothing against them,
but
of course.
When you come to Olympic training, they don't teach all the minute details of the snatch and the clean. There's 1,000 things going on in 2 seconds or 1 second. They don't teach you that in CrossFit. Yeah. That's my point. I've learned so much here.
So it sounds like you're saying that if you're Olympic weightlifting,
right,
especially if you're in Las Vegas,
right,
you should stop by.
Oh, for sure, yeah. This is the best place to learn the technique. Great people, great facility, all around. Yeah.
This place is really growing.
It really is. It sure
that board is full.
It sure is.
Okay, let's talk about coaching from Billy. Is there what's the most important coaching advice that he's given you that you could think of?
Oh, God.
There's so many things.
Much.
He says a lot of things.
So much. Oh.
It could be like as a person. It could be during the lifts. Do you have anything like that sticks out to you?
Well, with him, it's just his encouragement when you lift. It's always positive.
You do always wait for Coach Billy. you like this in the gym. Is Coach Billy watching?
I do. He sees everything. The minute detail of a...
That's one thing.
How does he do it? How does he do it?
You know, I've been in the game for a little bit as well, and one of the most important things as a coach to have is the coaching eye. Right? You can get all the certifications you want,
right,
but it's just the idea that you can visually see what's going on in an individual's lift, critique it, and have a reasonable explanation for why it's happening, and actually get it to happen for that person. Billy has that.
How do you obtain that, though?
It just takes a long time in the sport. You know, there's very few people that I trust with a coach's eye.
Right.
And Billy, I trust, of course.
Yes, for sure.
Jen, I trust.
Yes.
John, I trust.
Yes.
And I'm sure there's more other people that have it, but those are my go-to people.
Right. He's a genius.
Shout out Coach Billy.
All I can say, yeah, this is amazing. Yeah, his words of encouragement helps me a lot. Yeah, with him.
Yeah. So it's not even necessarily about like when you're going up for a heavy lift and you're not even necessarily looking for technical cues.
Oh no,
it helps you more that he's there and present for you.
Because at the comp, you've done the work already.
Yeah.
Now it's your time to perform.
Yeah.
And he's taught you everything you need to know.
I'm a strong believer that I will receive coaching cues from Billy at competition, especially if I make a mistake.
Right.
But I do believe that the coaching's done.
It's done already.
Once you get to the competition.
It's up to you now. That's exactly.
And can't blame it on anyone else.
No, but yourself. That's true. That's true.
Or can you? Can you blame it on...
No. It's you and the barbell.
Do you love that?
I love it. Just love it. But again, Lawrence, about me again.
Oh, yeah. Let's talk about you some more.
No. I gotta say it again. On that stage.
Yeah.
The light is on you.
What is it? What is it about the stage that you... Are you addicted to it? Do you feel like you want to go to every competition
Well,
you
I want
can?
to as many as I can. Yeah, I sure am. There's something about that platform.
Yeah.
I know it sounds kind of silly.
Okay, so what do you think about the divide? There's a divide right now with the Masters.
There is.
So what do you think about that?
Oh,
wait, how does
boy.
that even work? You're going to be more educated than me because I'm doing the senior stuff. So
Right.
what is Nationals, Masters Nationals, is that the only one that's being affiliated with USAW? And how does it work with the other Masters?
Yeah, okay, now the other Masters group, the only thing is that to compete internationally, you have to compete through them.
Oh.
Like, remember now, you can't compete on the international level. But the other group, you have to join that group to qualify to go internationally.
They have their own international stuff. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Oh.
Now, I think it's here next year in Las Vegas. The international kind of meet.
Are you going to do it? Are you going to do both?
But I have to join the other group, though,
Is that
to be eligible.
something you don't want to do?
I'm going to do it.
Oh, you okay?
I'm going. Yeah, if I can have the numbers, because it's here in Las Vegas. So why not take this opportunity to be here in my hometown?
Sounds like more meet opportunities.
Oh, for sure. Exactly.
And is that an international event?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got to do it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm not sure when, but it's next year sometime. Yeah. So, okay.
We're at an hour mark. How you feeling?
Here's the thing. All right. Okay. We did an hour here right now. We have so much to talk about.
We do have a lot.
Let's have another hour podcast soon.
We're going to do one with Ivan.
Sure, that'd be fun.
We're going to do it.
That'd be fun, yeah.
Are you sober Friday?
Yes.
There's a lot of things I want to get into.
Okay. Okay.
Next time we'll talk about people.
We'll see.